Boniface Mwangi. How's that reported in TZ, the Boniface scenario?
With Boniface Mwangi in TZ, it's not like a big news. I didn't even know the guy's name until I came here.
Oh, shit. Okay. Do you think Nini, Tanzanians can vote for a comedian? Or they'll don't take you serious?
Mocheza, ana dawa ya kukufanya, usipige punyeto.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, so it's a people have turned it into business. Tanzanians
I don't know why you sound like you actually did an advert. That's the way.
Ekonene. Yeah, so vile unacheki jo, leo niko na wase wawili na ni wase wawili from different countries. Kuna Hilary Okello akirepresent 256 kiwa ni Uganda. Alafu tuko na Cleyton akirepresent 255. So vile musemaga jo, hapa Kenya ni nchi kundu, lakini hasa wametoka kwa nchi mikundu kabisa.
And I was surprised why Okello celebrated.
Yeah.
Like 256.
No. Always when they introduce you like on stage or something, there's noise and explosions, fireworks.
Yeah.
It's so that's why I was making noise.
Yeah, so Okello, I was just telling people that Kenya might be a shithole country, but the two of you comes from I think I've had have you ever had the phrase I've seen this phrase in American movies where they're like, yeah, where are you from? Then someone says I'm from blah blah blah. Oh, they're like, oh, the devil's asshole.
Yeah.
I always feel like Uganda and TZ, sometimes we look at you from the outside and we're like, damn, how do these guys survive? So how does it feel being a Ugandan? Like,
now it feels great. First of all, I think from the get-go, I have to state that as a Ugandan, I'm actually proud of my country.
Okay.
And for how far we've come to where we are. Yes, we have some downsides, but also I'd like to, I think it's best experienced when you're there. So I don't know if you've been to Kampala before.
Yeah, I've been to Kampala. Yeah. It looks like Nakuru.
Yeah.
And Nakuru is not even the third largest city in Kenya. That's why I feel like, damn.
Yeah, then you should visit again.
Yeah.
Because I think you came at a time when we had a lot of Kenyans in Uganda. So come back when there's more Ugandans than Kenyans.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm a happy guy, positive minded. So yeah, I think we're all well.
Okay. So and TZ?
Well, with TZ, man, I personally am also proud of my country.
Yeah.
Like actually our currency is way bigger than Ugandans.
You can be proud without comparing.
No, I'm not comparing. I'm just like proud, man. If your currency is below than ours and you're proud, I gotta be more proud, man.
You know this one. You know that statement of the blind leading the blind. This the one-eyed man leading the blind. We are all going to fall in the hole at the end of the day.
I don't know if I think I introduced the countries before I introduced the comedians. So we have Hilary Okello from Uganda, and we have Cleyton from Tanzania. Yeah. And if you keep hearing them say, I'm proud of my country, it's because they want to make sure that they don't get abducted when they get abducted. So I totally understand.
Yeah, I'm sure the people, the viewers will keep counting how many times we say proud. So if you hear proud every 2 seconds, proud, like, so how are you feeling today? I feel proud.
We are always proud and we thank God. I'm proud and I thank God. Our roads are still shitty, but we'll get better.
Yeah, but I always feel like TZ, the last time I went to TZ was close to 10 years ago.
Okay.
But TZ and Kenya, I don't feel the big divide compared to Uganda and Kenya. That's the one thing where I feel like, because for TZ also, you're at your 6th president.
Yeah,
Kenya is on our 5th.
Yeah.
So at least there it changes. I mean, if it's just CCM.
Yeah.
But for UG, it's just Museveni. So
no, but we have had presidents before Museveni. It's just that he has been there long.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm defending, but I'm just making mention that we have not had one president forever. Yeah, because we've had Idi Amin, we've had Obote, we've had different people. Most may not be democratically chosen, but it doesn't erase the fact that we have different faces.
Okay.
In the seat of the president.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please don't abduct him. So he's a good one.
That's why I'm making sure.
Do you know Uganda had a president who stayed in power for 2 days?
Who was that?
Okello.
There's a guy called Okello. I think that's I think of all the Okellos that have walked Earth, I think that's the Okello who spoiled our name.
He didn't have time to go for a photo shoot.
Tito Okello Lutwa. I think he was the president for, was it 2 days?
From what point to one point? Which year?
Last long. Nah, I'm not good with history. Yeah, but it was. I think it was before.
Kenyan one is worse. I think it's the O is cast because Kenya there was Ochuka.
Okay.
Ochuka stayed in power for like maybe less than 6 hours.
Less than 6 hours.
Yeah.
So he didn't stay even in power.
Yeah, it was a coup, like the 1982 coup tried to overthrow.
How did he get in power? Was it also a coup?
Yeah, the coup. Yeah.
Because how do you do a coup and just after your coup?
yeah. Like the coup happened and he was overthrown. Chap. So it was interesting when you hear the story. It's actually hilarious because the first thing that they did when they took over KBC was to say that polisi wote ni raia, all police are civilians now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and we've taken over, but 6 hours later they had already been arrested.
Became civilians.
Yes.
President ni raia.
Tumerudisha nchi.
Yeah. So that happened to them, and the rest is history. I think since 1982 till now we've been sort of stable.
Yeah.
And we also always joke that Kenya, not as Kenyans, but people who come from Nyanza, because I come from the Nyanza side. Yes?
Nyanza is which side? Which side is that?
Western.
Okay.
So we are not
Uganda.
very far from Uganda.
Yeah.
And we always say that we are so lucky that when the British decided to redraw the map of Uganda, because remember do you know where Uganda used to end before it was redrawn?
I know it was a bit of an extension within Kenya.
It was not a bit.
Yeah.
It was Naivasha.
Okay.
Oh.
That was
yes. That's why even like right now Kenya has a port at Naivasha.
Yeah.
So it was Naivasha. So from Naivasha going that way, the whole of Western, that was Uganda.
Yeah.
But then the British East African Company, somehow they decided, you know what, let Uganda end here in Busia. So now we, like I'd have ended up as a Ugandan.
You thank God.
I always thank God. I'm like, thank you.
I don't know what you thank God as if Uganda is a disease.
No, it's not a disease. It's
like
just
I
that
survived. Thank God I washed my hands.
Thank God. I wasn't there in the liberation war. I would have been one of those who went to Kagera.
But I see what you mean.
Yeah. You understand? Like here we can talk a lot of shit. Like we can criticize the president. We can talk this. And when we look at you guys, like you do such little things. And the amount of punishment that comes from it. I think even before we started, you're saying the way someone can be taken back and forth from court for 20 years. For politics. Kenya, we can't do that, you know. Yeah, so we don't have that.
But I feel you guys have reached that level of freedom of speech where you can talk to the people in power.
Yeah.
And what's amazing is not even for a moment do you have the thought that this could go south. This could land me in trouble.
Late last year, early this year, we had those moments where we were a little bit worried. Because a few people were, in quotes, abducted. But that's the time we used to say that they're trying to turn us to Kenya, to Uganda and Tanzania. No, we always put them.
I like how you guys always bring us. We are there chilling.
You know, even with
I'm just there drinking my beer, enjoying my life. They're like, we're trying to be you, bro. I'm just
even with the Chan, they're like, we've been winning, one man down, and we can even beat Tanzania. I'm like,
first finish your game.
Yeah, finish your games, man. Like, why us?
So you guys have qualified Chan to quarter?
Yeah. We've won our first 3 matches.
You guys won all the 3 matches.
We've won all
the
3.
We won.
UG?
We won 2 games. We lost 1 game.
So you need to win
South
the
Africa next.
Damn. So you need to win. You need to beat South Africa.
We need to. We are second on the
draw.
table. I think we're second on the table. So we need a win or a draw.
South Africa is what?
But I know South Africa will also come for a win. So it's going to be interesting.
That's on Sunday also.
I think Monday. Our games, I think, on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe it's Monday.
Because now
it's a game I have to attend.
One thing we can borrow from TZ and Uganda is your crowds are more disciplined than ours.
Yeah.
Like there's all.
Tell me what happened sorry to cut you short. Because I saw it. I think Larry Madowo tweet something about how is it FIFA or CAF? I think it's CAF. We're going to fine. We're saying they actually fined them $50,000. The Kenya Football Association or something. And I think it was in response to something that happened in the State Stadium. I don't know what happened.
It's because fans went in without tickets.
Oh.
You see, now
they broke into the stadium.
Yes, they broke into the stadium. You see, that's bad. The disadvantages of democracy. People have so much freedom that they can do nonsense. So Kenyans have this habit of breaking into stadiums. It's not a good habit.
It's not good,
because it puts everyone in danger. There can be a stampede, there can be all this. So we have that nonsense that keeps just happening and happening. So that's what happened.
So it's not like a first time thing. It's,
No.
It's a regular.
It happened on the first day. I think even we've been fined so far. The total is $100,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
Damn,
because it's
that's-
both matches. The first
that's
match,
bad. That's bad.
something happened. Then the second match, the breach plus something else happened. That's why now our next game on Sunday capacity is 60,000. 60%.
They have reduced the capacity.
Yeah.
so we also had the same problem in Tanzania. There was this younger match. They said it's free. Now the stadium got filled, and people were like, "It's free, man."
It was packed to capacity.
Yeah, and they broke in. It was packed, and they still broke in to the stadium. Yeah, so we've also been having the same problem out there.
Okay.
Nah, that's bad, man. That I find that dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous because if you go over capacity, that's dangerous.
And I know African establishments. You find where they're supposed to put 3 sacks of cement, they put a half.
Yeah.
And then
But when they're supposed to put one human, they put 15.
they put 50.
Yeah. I think we always have
Even in
that.
the elevators, we have that problem.
They say 13 people
Yeah,
capacity.
like last time we went to an elevator, the capacity is 8 and there was 16 of us.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't get off the elevator. They'll be like, now look at this, pussy Tanzanians.
Yeah.
So I had to do it for the country. But as the elevator was going down, I was like, God help me.
And there's always that Japanese woman like, level. She'll just say, you are too many. Somebody jump out.
Yeah. And the disadvantage of that, like, it's one of those things where, I don't know, the fact that the elevator even going down can kill you.
Yeah.
You understand? Like
Because now it's using gravity.
Yeah. That's
scary.
what's normally like scary about it. And you're like, even if it does not kill me, most probably it's going to paralyze me, like break your spinal cord. Yeah. So normally I don't give a fuck. Like if I see it's too many people, I'll just let it go. I'll just let it go.
What I find interesting is though, I even don't know how we have ended up in this conversation, but how like elevators have those per se rules or like maximum to limits, but escalators don't have that.
Oh, okay.
Because escalators just stairs and then everyone just
it doesn't matter how many fat people are there.
You can literally sleep on it, carry your and there's never at no point will you feel it fighting to climb up.
Yeah, sure.
But I think also escalators are less dangerous than I think lifts. I think maybe that's the reason.
Escalators are dangerous in 2 points: stepping on and getting off.
Yeah.
You know,
Once you're in the middle, you're
with
good.
escalators, I didn't feel like they're dangerous until I watched Final Destination.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Because I've
The
watched
movie.
that movie. I don't
the
remember that.
Yeah,
What
the
happened?
There
movie.
was this one part, the lady was on the escalator and her
The shoe?
dress
The dress? Yeah.
got caught
Yeah.
up and she
those are the
got
dangerous-
missed in the escalator. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is dangerous. I'd rather use the stairs.
So now you climb stairs. They're like,
Ah,
it's 12.
use stairs, yeah.
Floor 12. It's
Ah,
okay.
it's okay.
We have time.
It might be my final destination.
Yeah, final. Because maybe someone is wondering why we have a TZ and a UG comedian. It's because we have the Nairobi International Comedy Festival happening. So by the time people are watching this, there's a night event at Movenpick that I'm going to. That's the Saturday event.
Yeah.
You're performing Saturday
performing,
event.
yeah,
Are you
Saturday.
performing?
I'm performing.
Okay. So you're performing Saturday also, yeah?
Performing Saturday, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
performed yesterday as well. We had some prep shows leading up to the main show.
Yeah.
But of course, for those who will probably watch it even after the festival, you can check out Stand Up Collective on social media because they do shows every week.
Yeah.
In Nairobi.
I think Doug has been here a couple of times. Even I think it was last week, we had a show with, what's his name, this guy?
You describe, which I'll tell you. Describe.
Kisiangani. We had a show with Kisiangani and Bashir.
Bashir.
Yes, so Kisiangani was seated here, Bashir was seated where you seated. And we talked a lot of bullshit. One of the things we talked about, I'd want to know, like, what happens in, as I told you, we talk about bullshit here.
Yeah.
So one of the things we talked about was jacking off and the way it's a sensitive issue in Kenya. Is it such a sensitive issue in your countries?
I don't think it's...
Because we call them punyeto, yes?
Yeah, Nieto.
You even have a term for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nieto.
they have a name.
Yeah, we have a name for it.
So it means it's a serious thing. It means it's a serious... For us, I don't think it's a conversation that is hard.
But it's frowned upon, yeah? Like, I think it takes away your soul.
It's frowned upon. It's frowned. I think Uganda, where we are, if you put aside everything that we go through, when it comes to like social constructs and morals and values, it's something we actually take serious. So even such conversations, even if it's on social media, it's something that if you make a post like that, everyone will say, bro, we're going to report on your account. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You
people are full of shit, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. What about Punyeto?
Yeah, well, with us, people have taken advantage of Punyeto. They are making medicines. Now, ukinunua dawa hii itakusaidia kuacha kupiga punyeto. Njoo kanisani kwetu tunaombea wapige punyeto. They've turned it.
They're making ads. It's not a business.
It's not a big deal. Kutana na doctor fulani kifimbo cheza ana dawa ya kukufanya usipige punyeto.
Damn. Okay.
So it's a people have turned it into business. Tanzanians
I don't know why you sound like you actually did an advert. That's the way. I'm just hearing a background music behind your sound.
Because damn, okay. But it's interesting that UG has that level of, because it's reminded me, I saw a few photos of she's Dr. Stella Nyanzi. Yeah, she's been posting these photos of how she's found love right now. She's in her 50s, and so she always, you know her post. Like she'll joke about sex. She'll do this. So I thought that
a lot of
Ugandans were that free.
No. I think that's like a handful of people. I think the other people who talk a lot of X-rated content on social media. There are those social media, you know, like those people who just want follows and likes and reactions, people like that who will come and post something, something about like, in this cold weather, you need to have somebody to do this with. And then they'll get a lot of reactions and comments and all they'll get an image of somebody who is so probably trending. Maybe there's an artist who has come in the country and somebody will take a photo and say, have you guys seen the size of his So just to get reactions. And so there are people who do it as a way to pull to attract engagement.
Okay.
But it's a handful of people.
So with us, we might be like talking, brothers having a conversation, and I don't know where this topic starts, like, if you umeshai kupiga nyeto, a brother be like, no, kila mwanaume lazima apige nyeto. People are surprised when you say you've never masturbated.
So it comes, it's just, it can jump into any convo.
It can jump into a conversation.
Like you're having a wedding meeting, you're like, so are you going to bring what I contribute? Then they're like, but did you
masturbate? Like out of nowhere. Be like, what the fuck, man? We're in a wedding meeting. That's how crazy.
That's because in Kenya now it's frowned upon. So the people who talk about it freely right now, you'll find it's comedians. And so like even one of the most hilarious sets I've seen is have you seen the jacking off set by Amandip?
I have not seen it, but I would believe because Aman knows he knows his thing.
It's like 20 minutes long and it's hilarious. It's like one of the funniest sets I've seen. So
but also the comics in Kenya have sort of they've developed that awareness of their audience. And I think the audience in Kenya accept that. Although I've been told, there's a comedian who told me yesterday that with Mombasa it's a bit different.
Okay.
They don't welcome such content, that you do such jokes and they walk out of the show. The people start walking out. But in Nairobi here, I've seen the comedians there. Yesterday, after that late night show that we did, because we had the main show, then it was the show that started late. Bro, I think 95% was explicit content.
Okay.
And everyone was like people are enjoying the show. And it has followed the Kenyan comedians so much that even when they come to Uganda, it's the same content they do. And we always tell them, bro, you sort of find ways of covering up your jokes because the audience won't like it. Because for us, people are not, they find it as cringy. People cringe towards the joke, you'll say. So as funny as it may be, you won't hear laughs. They may be respectful enough not to walk away or boo you off, but they'll get on their phones and ignore you. Then when you're done, they'll say, the show was nice, but there's that guy from Kenya, his jokes were not really up to what he wanted.
I would side with you, because when I'm in Tanzania, I cannot do explicit materials. The material I did last night, if you hear the version of it that I did in Tanzania, it's quite different.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm here, I feel more comfortable. I feel more me when I'm on stage. I feel like, okay, now this is the type of comedian I want to be. Nairobi gives me that whenever I'm here. It gives me that. Yes.
Yeah, because I think with comedy, the audience should always let the comedian be free enough to do whatever they want to do. You know, like,
but then that's also, someone would argue that's right, but also someone would argue that they say the customer is always right. Also in different instances in terms of the kind of shows you're doing. So if you call me for a private gig, you say, I have my company, end of year party, blah blah blah.
Like corporate events.
We have a bishop who we have invited as one of our guests of honor. So kindly keep the jokes a bit friendly. So you can't come and do explicit content and say, but he had to laugh. So sometimes you have to respect the audience. But yes, when you're in settings where such jokes can work, you're deep in bars and people are drunk and that's where their minds are at, then it sort of passes.
There was this show we did in Arusha, like a friend of mine invited a bishop and he told me prior, there is a bishop in the audience. And I was like, okay, I'm going to keep my material as clean as possible. Now, I have a bunch of silly friends. They brought me alcohol. I'm a shitty drinker. So I had alcohol before my performance. Now, when I went on stage, I totally didn't give a fuck.
You didn't have alcohol. You had the spirit.
I was like, my jokes were all about fucking, and Ali was looking at me. He's like, yo, I told you there's a bishop. And I looked at him, we clocked eyes, and I was like, we didn't talk, but I talked back. I was like, Ali, I know what you're trying to tell me. The bishop also fucks. And
hopefully not kids.
Hopefully. After the show, the bishop was with Ali. He was like, yeah, good show. I love the show. And Ali asked him, what do you think about the last performer? He was like, it's good. I fuck too. I was like, oh, hell yeah, hallelujah.
yes.
So sometimes they can also be telling us there's this type of people, but those type of people also miss that type of content. They don't get to hear that stuff. Like they're always with the goats and ships.
Because I think for a very long time, like Kenyan comedy used to be super safe. So we used to have there's one comedian. He's called Churchill. And he was the be all end all. Like he was the guy.
We all know Churchill.
So yes. So where during his time it was super safe. So I think that's why right now Kenyans are enjoying the fact that they never know what they're going to get. So they don't know if it's going to be clean or if it's going to be dirty or if it's going to be what. So I think there's that. And also a lot of Kenyans that love stand-up comedy have learned about it from the American comedians.
Sure.
So with that, I think there's a certain level of, what, there's this. And then Okello, which tribe is that in Uganda?
I'm a Langi from northern Uganda, so I'm a Luo from the north. But also, before I forget, because when you talked about the Americans, it got me thinking, because it's something I've always felt. Every time people ask me, what do you think about X-rated content in comedy? What's your take on vulgar material? It's weird, because I feel like the East African audience, but especially the Ugandan audience, they have a certain element of hypocrisy. Where they will watch Chris Rock,
that's true,
cast the hell out. They'll watch Kevin Hart or Cat Williams do whatever kind of joke, and they'll even tweet about it like, yo, I watched Cat Williams last night. That special is fire.
Fox was dope.
And then they'll come the next day, watch your show, and you'll just use the F word once. And so now you're getting spoiled.
No, what the fuck?
What are you doing? It's almost like how African parents are. Like they are okay with other people's children doing something wrong, but they don't want their child
to do something
do something wrong. So I find it weird how people can appreciate certain content when it's only done by anyone who isn't their own.
I think because with Kenya, I think now we don't care who's doing it. I think at least we've evolved to that level. But yes, at some point we had also a stick up our asses. And I don't know who removed it, but right now we are much better. I think the Kenyan audience is more receptive.
You removed the stick and you threw it in Tanzania.
and Tanzanians were like, it was like a rugby game. Everyone wants the stick. No, it's mine.
They shove it up.
So there was that. So when you say Luo, can you actually understand a Kenyan Luo?
Bro, I understand Atoti very well. Atoti, nyonoka. Atoti. So I understand Luo. Not entirely, of course, because it's a
Because
dialect.
ours is different, yes?
Yeah. It's different.
Yeah.
But I pick some words.
Like how do you say hi in Uganda?
In my language is Kopango.
Kopango.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Kopango, it's like
Kopango.
you're acting for a debt. It's like, can I loan you some money?
So for us it's cop is like the conversation, the situation. How is the situation with you? How are you doing? You know? So that's it. That's in Luo.
Oh, okay. Where else can I say? What's a boy in your language?
Awobi.
Okay.
Then
Girl?
a girl is nyaho.
Oh, so
you
it's
see,
very close
it's
to
very
ours.
close. Yeah.
Because ours is woi
Yes.
nyako. Yours is nyaho.
Nyako. Yes.
So that's where Nyash came from. Huh? Nyaho, Nyash.
Nah. I think that's in Nyash. Nyash came from. Nyash was what is it called? Nigerian. That's Nigerian slang.
Yeah, I think it's
So
Nigerian
even
slang,
for Kenya, it was tricky because our biggest artist at some point was Nyashinsky, and we called him Nyash.
Nyash.
So we had to separate him from the battle.
You can't. Coming next on stage is the one and only, the biggest,
the biggest from Kenya
right now.
And how are Luos in Uganda known? Are they known to be as hard-headed as the Kenyan counterparts?
First of all, I don't know if you can disapprove or approve of my perspective, but from what I see on social media, are the Luos known to be very rich people?
They're known to be flashy, not
flashy,
rich.
not rich.
Flashy, yes.
So if they have, they spend.
Yes.
Okay. For us, the Luos are much more. I think they're much more reserved people in Uganda. We were once. We had a president Obote who was once in power. Ever since he left, I don't think the Luos are doing that well.
Oh,
I don't he think left with everything.
I think he packed everything, all the wealth. So the Luos they are known to be very honest people.
Yes.
Then honest and hardworking. Yeah, but flashy, I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, we are known to when we love, we love. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I think.
So Valentine, in case you ever cross over to Uganda, please get yourself a Luo. Yeah,
because here now they're
be well taken care of.
Kenyan girls always joke that Luo men are. If you're dating a Luo man, it's not just you alone; it's you plus others. Yeah. So
now those ones they don't cross Busia.
Yeah.
The moment they cross there, they become the responsible ones.
It's because here we are known for being hard-headed.
Yeah.
Like political chaos. If there are riots,
you're the guys who hold the tear gas.
Yes, if it's not Gen Z, it's a bunch of Luos there. So that's why it's interesting to see, like, in the other side, it's very calm. Yeah, because here it's very militant, very confrontational. The sort of guys who still now, if you come to even like rugby, it's going to be majority Luo and Luya. You know that? So you rugby?
I don't watch rugby. But in sports, the Luos also are very much
so I expecting football, yes?
Football, yes.
Yeah.
One of our best players is Hilary Okello. Yeah. So we have a good footing in sports.
Oh, but rugby, I wanted to know if at least they play rugby there, because here now it's it's that confrontational shit.
Rugby, yes, we have a guy called Wakorach. We have a lot of he's one. I think was the captain at some point for the national team. Yeah.
Okay, because TZ is now the interesting one. Because Tim, I don't know if I should ask you this or you'll be abducted straight after. But there was the story I used to hear that TZ is so tribeless that the one guy who made people remember their tribes was Magufuli. How true is that? That Magufuli alijaza wa Sukuma. You used to be Sukuma?
No, I'm not Sukuma, I'm a Yao.
No, him.
Yeah, him is Sukuma.
Sukuma, yeah. So I had something close to, he's the one guy who surrounded himself with other Sukumas. But TZ has never been a tribal country.
Okay, so with TZ, with TZ when it comes to tribalism, whoever is in power, not only in the parliament or in the government, whoever is in power anywhere brings his or her peoples. That's how we roll in Tanzania. So there is always that. Tribalism is always there.
It's expected.
Yeah, it's always there, but it's not at a higher extent. Yeah. So when they say Magufuli brought in people from Mwanza, like lots of skumas, it's not only Magufuli. Like the previous one did that, the previous one did that, the previous one did that. In offices, they do that.
So Magufuli was skuma, Kikwete?
Kikwete is from the coast. I just don't know his tribe.
Mkwapa?
Kappa was from the south, where I come from.
You've had some good distribution.
Yeah. Kappa was from the south, Masasi. Yeah, Mwinyi was from Zanzibar, and Nyerere is from Butiama. Yeah.
So all these are basically different tribes, eh?
Different tribes.
Yeah, because that's one thing we can learn from you. Because Kenya, of course, the position has been like, so there's a very high tribal element to it. So far it's been dominated by 2 tribes. So it brings some level of commotion. That's why the guy who was...
How many tribes are there though? Like how many?
Kenya has like, I think recognized right now is 44.
I like how you say recognize.
Others are not.
I think plus Indians 45. So they say 45 tribes.
So with us...
And it's 2 that have been going head to head.
It's 2. So it's brought a lot of tension. Like there's the former deputy president. I don't know if you heard about him. The one who was impeached. It's called Rigathi.
I've been sharing about him. I've been seeing videos of him.
So if you hear him talk, you'll hear him talk about the people from the mountain. So you see now, like that's now tribal politics. So they threw him out with, "You are the most tribal." So as long as they are also tribal facts, but they felt like his tribalism beats theirs.
He's
on another level.
So we have that. So when we look at TZ, we are always like, if there's something we'd borrow from TZ, if we could borrow the non-tribalism, Kenya would be great. I think we'd be competing with South Africa.
And you know, with us also, like the tribalism thing is not a big deal. It's because, you know, of the intermarriages and the
plus
shifting of
also.
People.
They shifted people.
Because, you know, I'm from my origin is from the north, from the south of Tanzania, but I live at the north of Tanzania. Everything I know is Arusha. When I go to my Ushago, I don't even know how they greet. I'm not from there no more. I'm just if you ask me my tribe, I'll tell you I'm a brother from Arusha.
But that's dope, because now then it sort of like negates everything else. It neutralizes every tension that would have been there.
So that's the one thing we admire.
That's good. I feel like that would be something I would actually back up if like a member of parliament came up with a bill in parliament that says everyone should marry, and then they just force it. They say you get together. Let us build this country together.
Because I think that's how
one relationship at a time.
That's how futuristic Nyerere was. Because Nyerere, when he got into power, he was like, because I think one of the things we normally forget as African countries is the fact that we didn't draw our borders.
It wasn't drawn by us.
So since you didn't draw your borders, you can't become a nation easily. So he was like, since he just mixed people up, like you will move here, move here. So the tribe element becomes, so you don't have a tribal stronghold.
The first thing Nyerere did after he got into power, he met with all chiefs of the country, and they decided to be one. So the chiefs allowed him to be president.
Oh, okay.
So that's what also led to like killing tribalism.
Because that's like Kenya's biggest cancer. I'd say tribalism, because tribalism fuels corruption.
It does affect politics as well.
Because
even as I remember with Obote, he eliminated the kingdoms. He didn't want kingdoms to stand. And then when Museveni came back, when Museveni took over, he reinstated
all the kingdoms.
So that's something that also people who are really cultural and very inclined to their kingdoms, they appreciate him for that.
Okay. Now that's why he stays in power for a long time. He knew what he was doing. He was a futurist.
Konene nimeinterrupt show kukuremind juu ya Lemfis. Unajua hii ni mwezi ya Kenya jo. Hii ni mwezi ya Kenya. So kauko majuu unatry kutuma do hapa Kenya, make sure umetumia Lemfi. And why? Lemfi kupatiaga the best exchange rates, na apart from that pia Lemfi inakupatia an opportunity to send how much $8,000 in one day.
ama unaweza tuma $16,000 in 1 week, ama unaweza tuma $32,000 in 1 month. That means unaweza tuma 1 million in 1 day, ama unaweza tuma 2 million in 1 week, ama unaweza tuma 4 million in 1 month. That means stories za construction za baki umezifanya chap. Pia another thing ni saizi unaweza baki umeconnect to your Lemfi, to your debit card, so si lazima ubaki umedeposit pesa kwa your Lemfi wallet, unatuma tu direct from your debit card ikikuja Kenya. Usisahau pia na kuaga ni instant. Alafu make sure umetumia promo code ekonene, kwa kutumia promo code ekonene kwa your first transaction ya $100 ile utatuma, utabaki umepata $20 cashback. Alafu pia ekonene utakuwa umeisupport cause pia sisi tutapata $20, unajua. So make sure umechangamka jo, na vile musemaga jo, Lemfi international payments for everyone, ekonene. Wacha turudi kwa show.
Yeah, but so Ugandan politics, there's tribalism. Like this tribe always votes this way, this tribe always votes.
I believe there's an element of it.
Okay.
I believe there's an element of it. Although a lot of people will downplay it here and there and say, nah, it's not really. But you can see the public outcry.
Yeah.
Every now and then. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because Kenya, it's in your face. It's,
it's obvious.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
And it's what's kept us down. Because you can steal, and when you're caught, you're like, oh, they're targeting my community.
Yeah.
And then you see like the way we normally say humans have been designed to, in quotes, be tribal. We always have to. So you look at countries like America, you'll see the tribalism through race.
Yeah.
You see? So they still have tribal politics.
It's,
where
it really crosses.
Yes, Republicans will always vote white.
The white,
votes. Then
The
you
Democrats
have
will always go for
Democrats where the blacks will always go for a black
predominant,
person. Yes, so you have that level of tribalism. So,
but for us, we've also tried. I've seen in many ways we have tried to sort of neutralize it.
yeah,
So even in positions in government and the like, they'll sort of, in a way, they'll try to distribute. You'll find a minister that comes from the north, so and so comes from the west, so and so.
Yeah.
To sort of create ease and sort of you know.
Kenya, you can just
even in you'll find in places like Kampala, which is central region and it's mostly Baganda in that area, you'll find a person from the north also standing for a position. A Luo also standing in Buganda for a position within Kampala,
and can still win.
and he can still win.
Yeah.
Damn.
The same happens in
So I think there are elements of it, but then there are also places where you see there's a bit of change that is coming.
And that's interesting because I always say like for such countries like yours, especially Tanzania, I always say Tanzania just needs one person to just come there and make democracy real, and then TZ will pass Kenya. Because you understand the fact that
That is
also
scary,
if
because
there's
you
one
know when America comes to put democracy,
no, by one person I mean like a CCM person who'll win, and after winning they're going to be like the country needs more than CCM. We need new ideas. So let's just have democracy where the strongest person wins. You know, there's always that one person who shows up and it's like, I'm not going to do this rigging nonsense. So when that happens, TZ is going to be unstoppable because they don't have this log of tribalism holding them down.
that holds them down.
With Kenya, we always have that. So it means we have limits. We can only go so far. Because at the end of the day, we have to come back to the tribal bullshit and be like, you know, this has happened. So there's always that. And even with Uganda, I can also look at that eventually when democracy gets there, because, you know, everything dies. So even the dictatorship will die. Eventually when it gets there, it's going to be easier for that country to develop more than even Kenya. So Kenya, as much as we've had a very big head start, we've always let tribalism put us down, you know, and pull us down.
It's hindering
You know, with me, I wasn't a big fan of the elections that happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Because most of the members of parliament were from the ruling party. So I knew it's not going to be competitive. It's not going to be building. And we saw what happened, you know, like in our parliaments, we had members of parliaments doing acrobatics in the parliament, showing off. I'm like, we have lots of problems. We don't want to know if you can be an acrobatic, but that happens because we don't have much opposition leaders.
When you say acrobatics, like
he did a somersault in the parliament,
like as a show off.
Yeah, he was talking about some shit I just don't remember. The only thing I remember is that nigga flipped. I was like, fuck!
You just saw his head coming down. And
I was like, the fuck?
Because I think another thing with TZ, 'cause I remember those elections. They were the
Yeah.
2021, no?
2020.
The ones that ended up, because the election happened after 6 years, not 5?
Yeah, after 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
So see, the next one is happening,
Magufuli's term.
but the next is happening in 2026.
It's this year. October.
2025.
Yeah, October this
Oh
year.
shit!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So those 2020 ones,
Yeah.
I think
I
you're
remember,
here for
like,
long.
because even the level of rigging in that one was ridiculous. Because I think your parliament has always been balanced, opposition and
ruling party.
yes. So
And-
from
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
from the outside, what we had was so interesting. So people in Kenya used to say that Magufuli would call and tell that person that you need to announce this person or you look for another country. And then that's how I think
That's scary, man.
CCM won like 98%. Because I hear like there are like 2 opposition members in parliament.
Yeah.
How many MPs do you have?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
how
But I
ridiculous
bet
it is.
they're not more than ours. Because for us, I think every day we wake up with a new MP. Because I think we're in 400 or 500, I don't know. They're just unnecessarily many.
Yeah.
we also
It's so
have
sad.
many
It's so sad
MPs,
that
yeah.
Africa loses so much money
Yeah.
to politicians, and they do nothing. I don't think they understand the element of service. Like in Kenya, all politicians, and I'll put all in quotes, are rich. What about TZ?
Just the same. If you want to be rich, you're either a businessman or a politician in Tanzania.
Okay.
These days, we even have now a lot of artists who are going into politics.
Yeah.
And nobody can tell me they're going there because of service, because most of them are definitely going because they feel like this is an easy way to generate wealth. Yeah, just go and represent people and stamp on whatever documents you're supposed to stamp on, and
Well, for me,
And get paid.
that's quite different, huh? With artists that we have seen that have gone into power from the opposition party.
yeah.
I've seen Sugu. I've seen Professor J.
Yeah.
When they were in power,
They've done something.
they've done something for the
that's-
citizens.
yeah,
that's
And
good.
like you see, those guys didn't do it for themselves, and they
But,
lost in 2020.
when you said done something, like, is it just
Just
protesting and talking?
No, not protesting and talking.
Yeah, or there's like these physical things
Yeah,
that
like
they have stood for.
okay,
and
so
have happened.
during the Magufuli regime, the first term, Magufuli, he was in construction.
Yeah.
So whenever they said we have a problem in our place with roads, the next week they have
they would
a road.
work on it. That's good. That's
we
good.
have a problem with
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
the schools.
They would be figured out.
So like it was way good
Yeah.
when we had them because they
Yeah.
could speak for us.
Yeah.
But the elections of 2025, everybody just wants to go there so they can make money
Make some
out
bread.
of the politics,
Yeah.
except me.
Yeah. So when are you going?
Well, I'm gonna at our country we have something they call Diwani. A Diwani is a leader of I don't know what to call
The
it.
LC one, like for the
ward.
local community.
Yeah, the ward.
The village.
The ward.
Yeah.
Ward. So I wanna go take a form from the opposition party. By the way, I'm from Chauma.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanna go and
If you could just repeat that for the camera.
Chauma.
Chauma chama cha ukombozi wa umma. I'm coming, chukua fomu ya udiwani wala city. I want to make changes in my community because I know my community deserves better.
Yeah.
And I know I can do better.
Yeah.
For what I've done for the comedy industry in Arusha, I'm like, I was broke. I didn't have no funds. I didn't have no power. I did that. If I get
Now imagine.
if I get backed up by the money of the citizens,
Yeah.
Ola City is gonna be a place you guys will all wanna be when you come to Arusha.
Can we redo this podcast after 5 years?
Yeah.
please.
When
He's always welcome. Man.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
When he
redo
comes
it
back,
after
when he comes
5
back
years.
holding Instagram. People.
I'll be like, yo guys, comedy is paying.
So do you
With
think
an entire escort waiting, people are waiting for you outside.
do you think Nini, Tanzanians can vote for a comedian or they'll don't take you seriously?
Okay, so it depends on what type of a comedian you are.
Yeah.
Tanzania, we have they've classified comedians. The comedian community has classified comedians. There's 2 types of comedians: hit comedians and hip hop comedians.
Okay.
The hit comedians are those comedians who can come one show,
Yeah.
have a good 3 minutes, gets off stage, and he'll have another good 3 minutes in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Then there's us. We bomb,
Hip hop.
we kill, we don't get laughs, we get chased from shows, but we
come back.
Yeah, we come back. Now with the hip hop comedians, we make sense to our communities.
Yes.
Yeah, because there was one time in my neighborhood, the member of parliament of Arusha came and asked citizens to state their problems, and I stated my problems, and all the citizens were like, "Whoa!" and they didn't know I'm a comedian until later on. They're like,
"This guy,
so you're a comedian?" I'm like, "Yeah." Sasa comedian gani una akili hivi? I'm like, we are not stupid. So I changed the narrative. So it depends on what type of a comedian you are, how you move with your community. Now that makes watakuchukuliaje serious sasa.
Yes.
That decides.
Oh, okay.
Your lifestyle.
Because I think in Kenya for a very long time, comedians were looked at as clowns. See, so since now you're a clown, no one took you seriously. But I think right now, Kenyans have started. The more that the stand-up culture is growing, the more that now you can't hear someone saying, "Oh, you're a comedian, uko na akili."
Do we have some comedians in politics here?
But I have a comedian in politics.
Eric Omondi?
Eric Omondi is trying, but he's not there. I think the guy who tried was...
What's Chipukizi doing?
Chipukizi is in politics. He rolls with the president.
No, I've
He
seen
rolls
him
with the
of course he's in
president,
government,
but is it politics?
Maybe not
Who comes to
necessarily
mind?
politics, but...
Yes, there used to be this guy Nyambane, but he never won, yes? Oh, KJ. It's KJ. Some guy called Kiarie, John Kiarie, aka KJ, was one of the funniest comedians, but now people always joke that he became what he used to mock. Like he's one of the guys who right now are just licking the president's ass in ways. So now people are like, no, you've become what you used to mock. Because he used to joke about that. He used to, like, there used to be another guy before him called Kihika Kimani, who used to be like an ass kisser, like 100%.
Okay.
So him is, even like a few days ago, there was an empowerment drive at State House. He was there. So he became whatever he used to mock. So I'd say there's him. There's another one called Nyambane, but he never won. I think he's never won a political seat. Like people never elected him. So I'm looking for the ones who've been elected.
You
I think it's him.
say it like he has been running, but people keep chasing him.
I think maybe he ran like once, didn't win. And so, yes, Chipukizi, he's the MC. So he's involved in politics, but you know, anyone can MC an event.
Not really, I see what you mean.
So as a comedian, I think it's KJ, unless I've forgotten someone. Musicians, we've had Jaguar. Jaguar was there. So musicians, I think it's much easier to transition to that. But with comedy, there's always the element of, is this person even serious? Are they trying? They think it's a joke, but it's not. But one thing I'd want to know, like from the outside looking in, how did you guys feel about the Gen Z protests in 2024?
We were impressed. I think there was a lot to learn, but also it sort of gives you the feeling of this is what the youth in Africa should now really do. You should stand up for what you believe. Because from the outside, bro, when we were watching the videos and everything, we were just amazed by what Kenyans were doing. But also it gives you a certain glimpse of how the worlds are just different.
Yes.
Yet it's just across the border. You see what I mean? Like how you just, it's like being in this house and then in the next house people are fighting. But you here, you can't even say anything about your
just
troubles.
Watch.
So it was, for me, it was impressive.
Or where you feel
but also, as much as it was impressive and we were celebrating, the civil rights movements and everything you guys were fighting for.
Yes.
It was also concerning and worrying because at the end of the day, if Kenya has a problem, we are affected.
Yes.
Economically. So as much as we were agreeing with what you were praying, what you were fighting for, we're also saying if you could summarize it, you just argue for 2 days and then reconcile so that we get back to work. You know, because you find people who have somebody has ordered for a car and his car is supposed to come through Kenya and he's praying, guys, at least let my car pass as you.
Sure.
So
okay, and TZ?
Yeah, so for me personally, the demonstrations was a lesson. I was like, I'm scared of demonstrations personally. I don't want our country to get into that. But after watching the demonstrations, I was like, we have to learn to know ways not to allow that to happen. And the only way that we won't allow that to happen is to listen to what the citizens want and do what
they don't get to that point.
Want, because the citizens is the government. They put you into power so you can do whatever the fuck they want you to do for development. So I learned the only way
to avoid
that is to listen to the citizens. But you know, with Kenyans ukomo wao wa kuvumilia upo karibu sana. Like tumevumilia, this is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. With us ukomo wetu uko mbali sana. Au sio? So nachoombea wa Tanzania tusifike ukomo wa kuvumilia. So I'm like, the government wangechukulia ile iliyotokea Kenya kama lesson, alafu wabadilishe nchi yetu, would have been way better. Wangefikiria kama mimi ninavyofikiria. Yani I wish wangefikiria mimi ninavyofikiria.
Because I think it's always interesting to hear, especially the our TZ counterparts, when they talk about Kenya and they look at the protests, the politicians, they always like, hawana amani kukua, hawana. And you always look at it from our point that we want amani, but we don't want that in quotes fake amani. We want peace that's rooted in a certain level of understand. So where we don't have to worship our leaders, because there's a lot of leader worship that we feel happens in both Uganda and TZ, where these people are revered to such a level that we always joke that when Magufuli died, it's like the reason why it took so long to be announced is because people thought he'd resurrect. That's how much he was larger than life. Like this person is larger than life.
Exactly.
And so of course the protests happen. And this year, the ones that were happening this year, what did you feel?
I think for us, for me personally, I felt like this is something that should be dealt with, because it gets concerning when something becomes repetitive. And also it puts you in a space where you feel like the way it was handled the first time, you worry that the second time the strategies could change. So if the first time they were using rubber bullets and just tear gas, you're worried that the second time they might say, okay, now let's just go all out and teach
Which
these people
happened.
a lesson.
That's what happened.
And we saw a couple of videos. I saw a gentleman who was really was shot dead by some I think government whatever security. So that is what I worried about. And when I saw the videos, I was like, okay, this is where we are heading. So that is scary.
Okay. Because because I think one of the funniest things that we saw here in Kenya was there was a time when the TZ president had gone somewhere, and the cops were doing a performance for him, for her that is, and they were like, this is how we deal with protesters, and for us that was too funny. You know, like
what were they doing? Because what were they doing? Like
the cops just show
they were
up,
acting drama. What?
So they act like they're protesting. And the cops just show up, water, haraka, we are not going to listen to any protest.
So
whatever.
With us, the second protest you guys had wasn't scary for the citizens. It was scary for the government officials, because they were like, okay, it's coming next to TZ. So that's why they had to bring those clowning videos to scare us.
Not to try and protest.
Exactly. And something that's not going to happen so soon is protest in Tanzania. Unless, and which I don't pray to happen, unless Tundu Lissu passes away in the hands of the government. I'm scared of that, man. I'm really scared. I'm like, yo, whatever you do with Lissu, just make sure he stays alive. Because I don't know what is going to happen, because Tundu Lissu has won Tanzanians' hearts, man. He has won our hearts. We're like,
because I see him like he's being charged with treason.
Like, man, you know, they're charging him, but whenever he walks in court, he's
happy.
Yeah.
Now we are like, okay, he's happy. That brother he wants to do something for the country. We have started loving him. Now I'm really scared if we lose him for no reason. I don't know what will happen with the country. That's the only thing I'm scared of. And the thing is, we have already seen what the Gen Zs can do and what impact it has brought for the country Kenya. Now, I'm really scared, man.
But have you had any? What are like any follow up improvements? Or
I think-
or like something that you say, okay, now they're listening to us. This has
No,
changed.
no, okay, right now, even the president is saying they are going to compensate protesters. You see, it might be a political move, but that has never happened in Kenya. Because Kenya, protesters have always been killed. You know, I think this time the only difference is there was TikTok, there was Instagram,
Yeah.
and there
Social
was
medias,
no
the eyes are too many.
yes, and there was no party
Yeah.
affiliated with that.
Yes,
See, normally
yes,
because
yes.
Kenya protests are normally affiliated with this one guy, Raila Odinga.
Yeah,
This
like
time
the
they
Mungiki thing, the Mungiki thing really hit hard. Even in Tanzania, we felt it. I was young,
Yeah.
but we felt it.
Yeah, but so now when it comes to protest now, a lot of protesters have been killed. The government is like, you know what, we are going to compensate. It might be political, but it also shows a certain level of progress.
Yeah.
So we have those. Another thing that has happened is for once, people are like the young are really involved in politics and they are looking forward to 2027. Like, I'm going to vote. This had never happened before
Yeah,
also.
but that's also.
Yes, so I'd say these are the things that I've felt that have tried maybe are changing, but still, this Ruto guy is very shifty and he's very crafty. So another thing that has happened is he's doing all these handouts, and with the handouts, he started making a few people go back to him.
Yeah.
You see, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in 2027. For once, because it's also Kenya, as much as we mock TZ and UG, the one election that was a true election was 2002, when Moi was kicked out. The rest have always been
They've had
shifty,
question
you know.
marks,
Like 2007, that Kibaki guy loses, refuses to go. See, if the same thing happens in Uganda and TZ, that means how different are we?
Yeah.
So with that, an incumbent has never lost.
Yeah.
So if Ruto was to lose, this would be the first time that an incumbent has lost.
Yeah.
So you have to look at it that way. That, you know what, the difference with us is, after that happens, we can show up on a podcast and be like, you know what, that election was rigged, and no one will come for you.
Yeah.
But now with TZ and whatever, then like we heard of some guy called Juma Fuele or something, the one who was one of the officers torturing Boniface Mwangi. How's that reported in TZ, the Boniface scenario?
With Boniface Mwangi in TZ, it's not like a big news. You know, I didn't even know the guy's name until I came here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
With, you know, you can
Because you're not allowed to report.
we can ask out of 10 TZs, do you know of anything that happened to Boniface Mwangi? 8 will tell you what happened. It wasn't such a big news.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Unless you follow into politics so much, then you will know about it. And after I got here, then that's when I realized, oh, this shit was serious. I was supposed to be knowing about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, it's scary because you know, I was talking to some other comedians about them coming to Arusha to do a gig, and they're like, after what you guys did to Bonnie, I don't think I can. I'm like, no, man. You, what happened? They start explaining, and I'm like, oh shit, man. You're a comedian. They have no problem with you. No, man. Let's wait the elections to be over, then we will see.
Shall consider.
So it has also brought an effect that people might not be seeing, or they might be neglecting. But what happened to Boniface, I think it's brought a big effect.
Because I was planning to do like this family trip to either Dar or Zanzibar.
Yeah.
After that Boni shit, I was like, hell to the no. Like,
Yeah,
I've put
but they have
now.
no problem with you.
No, I'm a podcaster. And we talk shit. Like, we
Shit.
joke.
Yeah,
We
and
joke
you don't know
about.
who's watching.
We joke about Samia.
Yeah.
We joke about Uganda.
Yeah.
We joke about Rwanda. So we always mock these presidents who are gods. Because, you know, in Kenya, you're not a god. Yes, you can kill us. You can do all the nonsense you have to do.
Yeah.
But no one... there's no big musician coming up with a song praising Ruto. You see the way that shit in TZ, where every big musician will be like, mama this, mama that. You can't do that shit here.
Yeah.
But you know, for me, sometimes I understand the artists when you praise Mama, because I also do that. Yeah. Well, I'm from the opposition party, but I love Mama Samia because she's the first president to ever step in power and give artists the value we deserve. You
Like,
know,
in what sense? What?
okay, so like have you seen what happens in football? I'll show you. The football grounds are built. With the industry. We've had the first Tanzania Comedy Awards prepared by the government.
By the government, that's dope.
You see, they pay us well when they give us
for events
gigs
and stuff.
Yeah. So with her regime for artists,
there's been support.
She's been very supportive to artists, and she knew the power of artists. That's why I respect her and I love her. Yeah.
Okay. Plus, not to be abducted.
You're going to write it in the lower third
Yeah, you have to put
bracket.
that. There,
Underscore.
Then you put that emoji that is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then, so yeah, I'm just about to release you guys. So let's remind people. So you're both performing Saturday, 16th.
Saturday, it's the gala for the Nairobi International Comedy Festival. Happening at Moving Peak Hotel. So please come through. You can get your tickets at standupcollective.co.ke.
You're both on stage tomorrow.
We're both on stage tomorrow.
Or Saturday 16th. I think people watch there.
But of course, you keep following the pages because shows keep happening.
And they should also know the early bird tickets are all sold out. So they should get their regular tickets as early as possible before they get sold out too.
Perfect.
Yeah, looking forward to your set, Clayton. I think
you're coming through?
I've seen,
Perfect.
I've seen two of his sets. I've seen the Thieves one and the car one.
The car.
It's not so bad.
So
looking forward to yours. And I think a lot of comedians have not watched on stage there. So I'm coming for the Saturday show. Gets open at 7. It's 7.
It's the doors get opened at 7.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. So it's going to be my Saturday plan. Yeah, for me, man. I always enjoy.
You can't come alone.
I come with the wife, man. Like it's, but for me, it's interesting because I'm like showing up with my wife and also like there's a podcast guy that we do it like co-host. Showing up with his wife also. So we're doing like some date nights.
Yeah, and please don't forget to bring at least one scammer who took your visa money.
It would be good to get that one. Man. Like, damn, but you made me scared of TZ, man. Mob justice in school. I've never heard that.
Something
that
else.
Was crazy.
Like, damn, because I expected you people to use that voodoo shit. Because we always know TZ for. Is that maybe as we finish up? Like Ugandans believe that TZ has the best witches and witchcraft and all that shit.
We believe.
Oh, okay.
We believe. I've never seen the evidence or proof, but if you want to do something now,
well, with me,
if you need any ingredients,
with me,
you let us.
I don't know what to believe.
There
was this time I got really sick, really sick. So I went to the hospital. I got medicines. They were not working for me. They were working very slow. So in the evening, I went to a witch doctor. Then the next morning, I'm okay. So till today, I don't know what.
This was like at what age?
Like last year.
Bro.
Shit.
Yeah, that was the first time I'm stepping into a Sangoma's house. I was like, okay, I need this.
Yeah.
The
doctors gave you, they said this is what will work, and the medicine didn't work.
Didn't work. As I went to the Sangoma, I went with the woman in a room. She lit some things, gave me some salty things, put them in my head.
I think she even said, "You're not the first time. See, many people come."
Yeah. She was like, "Umepigwa zongo and shit," and
kupigwa zongo ni kufanya nini?
Kulogwa.
Oh,
yeah. Umelogwa, like people like are scared of your success. Yo, man, she gave me this. Put it on your window.
And they're very specific.
And in the morning, I was okay, like totally okay. So
you don't know what to believe.
I don't know what to believe. I'm like, was it just my faith that worked, or was it her medicine or the doctors? I just don't know, man.
How far had you taken the doctor's medicine?
Well, I took the doctor's medicine for like 2 days. It didn't work. I took the woman's medicine for a few hours.
You just put it on your window.
If you had to ask me, I'd say it's the medicine. Man. It's the medicine that took too long to work, and then the coincidence. That's me, but I always look at things logically.
But also it depends on the condition, though.
Or if not, maybe it was a specific thing that needs African herbs.
And also sometimes they go wrong. You know,
bro, he didn't get herbs. They just sprinkled something around his head.
Not
then
herbs,
he put something.
It's the medicine that
I didn't have something to eat.
He didn't swallow anything.
I didn't swallow anything, man. Now there was this time, I've been having problems with stealing. There was this one time I didn't steal. Now this one I didn't steal. I was sure.
Yeah,
I didn't steal.
Yeah.
We were we were playing football. You know, when I was in high school, I was playing football. So after the practices, I went back home. Now, in the morning, my friends from the ground come. Like, we had a phone that was stolen yesterday, and we went to a Sangoma, and the Sangoma said, you have. Now, that was the one time I was confident of going to the Sangoma, because I knew I didn't have the phone. Now, we went to the Sangoma. He started doing his rituals and shit. And, you know, at first when they were mentioning names, when they reached to Cleyton, the book started shaking.
Shit.
Yeah, it shook. Every time he mentions Cleyton, the book shakes. And
So what was the point? If it shakes, you have done it.
You've done it.
Okay.
Now, when I was there, the book stopped shaking. Whenever it says Cleyton, the book's like, no, the motherfucker is here. I can't check. No, he said it like 7 times, and I was like, yo, guys, this old man is scamming you. And he was like, okay, no worries. Let me bring the water. Now, I didn't have the phone, but when he said he's bringing the water, so he can show them a video of me stealing the phone yesterday, I got scared. I was like, I might be having it.
Now that you have you have VAR.
Now that they're bringing VAR,
just do
I
this
might
as a
be
penalty.
having it. Now, when VAR came, the VAR was not showing shit. You know what the old man said? He's from a family where they are good with witchcraft.
They are counteracting.
Yeah, that's why it's not showing. And I was like, fuck you, old man. I was like, now turn me into a chicken, motherfucker.
I dare you.
Fuck you. And he was like, we'll see if you wake up tomorrow. I'm here till today. So I'm like, I don't know what to believe with those people, man. It's
Or maybe there are those that actually work and those that don't.
All the Sangomas are full of shit.
I just think they're just full of shit, man.
I like all that African witchcraft shit. I always say, if that shit worked, we'd be taking loan from China, and China forgets.
Exactly.
Shit. Like,
We would have won the World Cup, man.
Yeah,
Let
we have won the World Cup.
Let me ask you an interesting one. What's your stand and perspective on rainmakers and rain stoppers?
It doesn't happen. Because
me, I've seen it happen, man.
I love the scientific reasoning of things. Yes.
Yeah.
So in science, it's said nature. What is it? Like, nature never pauses.
Okay.
Understand? There's no point in life where the laws of nature pause. That means there's no point where you can jump from 5th floor to ground floor without hurting yourself. You know, unless you do it in a specific way, so that gravity does not take care of you.
So you have to alter nature for you.
The fact that the laws of nature never pause, it means that no dead person can resurrect. No, like, nature just goes in one way. Like, I think in science also, like, you can never move at a speed faster than light. Yes. So that's the highest. So that with that in mind, it means that if rain has rained, it's not because of some human being, it's because it was supposed to rain. And if it's humans, it's because of that thing they call, like, what they do in Dubai, the seeding, where it's humans who've gone up there, manipulated clouds. But for some random human in Uganda to be somewhere winking his asshole and then rain stops.
No, but for me, I've seen it many times because I've been to very many events. And you see the clouds gather, and you know it's going to rain. And it even starts raining.
And you think it's some random Uganda?
No. And the guy stops the rain.
Invite me for that.
I should invite you for that.
I would also love to be invited.
Like, the guy stops the rain.
I've
The
had
show
stories,
happens.
I've never seen it.
The
actually
moment the
happening.
MC says, guys, thank you so much for supporting. The comedians have been great. It starts pouring.
I'd want to see that.
Just like you, I don't know what to believe. Because I've seen it many times happen.
I'd want to see
But
that.
then I've also seen it in situations where it doesn't work.
Exactly.
That's what I'm telling you. The laws of nature. I think the phrase is the laws of nature never do what they never like.
But I see what you mean.
Yes.
But it stays.
Yes.
It stays
Nature
what it
stays
is.
nature. That's why, like, scientifically, we know that if I'm moving at this speed, I'll do this. It never changes. That's why, like, we know a flight from Kenya to UG is this. If you're using this plane, it's going to take this amount of time because the laws of nature never pause. They never stop.
Sometimes me, I'm like, it's just there was a bunch of old folks. They were trying to, like, scare each other, or they were trying to flex on each other. Like, yo, man, I went to a place, they stopped rain. They stopped rain. I went to a place, they stopped the sun. That was an eclipse, and they said they stopped the sun. I'm telling you. So the stories spread, and we started believing in those stories. I just don't think they're truth stories.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
Because that reminds me of when you've talked about the eclipse. You've heard about the infamous eclipse story. I think it was it Columbus? So Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
So they study the sun and they know that the eclipse is coming. So they go to these Native Americans and they tell them, if you don't give us food, then darkness is coming. And you're going to see that our God is superior to yours. Then what happens? There's an eclipse. You see, like the sun is shining, then the next minute it's dark. Then, oh, damn.
They said, these guys know what
These guys. Then they gave them all their food, you see, because they didn't understand the scientific explanation. So I think with a lot of stuff, it's just, can someone explain it scientifically?
They just used nature to out-nature nature.
Yeah. Like even the first scientists used to have fun. You know, the first scientists used to have fun with they'd like manipulate a bulb, create light. And
and then everybody's wild.
Everyone is wild.
Making fire when fire was invented.
Yes. So we should have already outroed this. Don't forget, man. It's at Movenpick, yes?
Yeah, it's at
Movenpick
tomorrow.
Yeah, grab your ticket. Okay, the whatever's are done, the early bird tickets are done. Alafu tupatane huko. So asanteni sana.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
The show is on 16th August. You know, somebody might watch the video a year later and go to Movenpick.
Oh shit. Damn.
16th August 2025.
2025, yes. If you're watching this in 2028, the show already happened. Ekonene.
Ekonene.